Good morning, all of you. So આજે આપણો SNGI નો આપણે લેક્ચર સ્ટાર્ટ કરી રહ્યા છીએ, બરાબર છે. સો ફર્સ્ટ ચેપ્ટર આપણે કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયું હતું SNGI નું, કે ભાઈ ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન ઓફ ધ સોશિયલ એન્ડ ગ્લોબલ ઇમ્પેક્ટ, બરાબર છે. સો પર્ટિક્યુલર એ પર્ટિક્યુલર આપણે જે લેક્ચર હતા કે જે ચેપ્ટર હતું, સો એમાં બેઝિક વસ્તુઓ તમને બધું મેન્શન કરેલી હતી કે ભાઈ કઈ કઈ વસ્તુઓ આવશે અંદર, શું હશે ને શું નહીં, બરાબર. કે કયા કયા પેરામીટર્સ તમારે ધ્યાનમાં રાખવામાં આવે છે. તો સેકન્ડ ચેપ્ટર્સ આપણે છે કે હાઉ ધ સિવિલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ impacted the world and what is the future of the civil engineering, બરાબર. So the future of civil engineering, the general innovative technology and materials, housing and infrastructure, domestic scenario, challenges before civil engineering fraternity, and the concluding remarks. So, general, the oldest branch of engineering next to the military engineering. All engineering works other than for military purpose were grouped into the civil engineering. Civil engineering has evolved tremendously in aspects relating to building, designing, and maintaining the world's built and natural environment. Civil engineers as the core cornerstone for infrastructure and the planning for public works and projects, and provide the groundwork for other disciplines of engineering, including chemical, mechanical, and the electrical, etc. બરાબર. સો ધ ઓલ્ડેસ્ટ બ્રાન્ચ છે, કોઈ બી તમે કોઈ બી ડોમેન પકડી લો તો એમાં સિવિલ એન્જિનિયર્સ કે સિવિલ એન્જિનિયરિંગની રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ થશે થશે ને થશે. Either we talking about the computer engineering. Okay, so the core groundwork provided with the help of the civil engineering domain, like if we do not build any building, okay, so કોઈ બી બિલ્ડિંગ વગર તમારું કોઈ બી વસ્તુ, કોઈ બી બિઝનેસ કે કોઈ બી બ્રાન્ચ સસ્ટેન ના થઈ શકે. લાઈક if we are talking about the mechanical engineering or the production engineering, okay, so they have specific kind of the buildings to support that kind of the production, or the instrument spaces which are designed, implemented, and maintained by the civil engineering domain or the civil engineers. Okay, the civil engineers are the cornerstone for infrastructure and planning for public works. For public works and projects, and provide the groundwork for other disciplines of engineering, including chemical, mechanical, and the electrical. So the disciplines of the civil engineering, the hydraulics and water resources and irrigation, remote sensing, and the GIS, જે આપણે surveying માં અત્યારે ભણી રહ્યા છે. This is the most advanced topic, or the most advanced improvement in the domain of the civil engineering: structural engineering, surveying, transportation, geotechnical, environmental, construction, building materials, architecture, and the town planning. Roles of the civil engineering in infrastructure development: so the planning, designing, and the construction of road, railways, ports, airports, etc. Planning, designing, construction of the dam, canals, and the proper utilization of the water resources. Construction of the housing, commercial and industrial complexes. Maintenance of the various structures. Rebuilding, rehabilitation, retrofitting, and the repair. So આટલી બધી જ વસ્તુઓ આપણે અંદર આવે કે રોડ બનાવવાના હોય, રેલવે બનાવવાના હોય, પોર્ટ્સ હોય, એરપોર્ટ્સ હોય, ડેમ, કેનાલ, ઇરિગેશન ચેનલ્સ હોય, બરાબર. કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન ઓફ હાઉસિંગ, કોમર્શિયલ એન્ડ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીયલ કોમ્પ્લેક્સીસ. મેન્ટેનન્સ ઓફ ધ વેરિયસ સ્ટ્રક્ચર્સ. રીબિલ્ડિંગ, rehabilitation, retrofitting, and the repair works. So the first innovative technology and the material, કયા કયા નવા innovative technologies તમારે આવી. So the first is a construction 3D printing, swarm construction, smart buildings, smart cities, vertical cities, intelligent transport systems, smart concrete, self healing concrete, and the nanotechnology. બરાબર છે. So first, the construction 3D printing refers to the various technologies that use 3D printing as a core method to fabricate building or the construction component. The term was first coined by the James B. Gardiner in 2011. There are a variety of 3D printing methods used in the construction scale. These include the following main method: extrusion, concrete, cement, wax, form, polymers, power bonding, polymer bond, reactive bond, and the additive welding. 3D printing at a construction scale will have a wide variety of application within the private, commercial, industrial, and the public sectors. Potential advantage of these technologies include faster construction, lower labor cost, increased complexity or accuracy, a greater integration of function, and less waste produced. A number of different approaches have been demonstrated to date, which include on-site and off-site fabrication of building and construction components using industrial robots, gantry systems, and that Third, autonomous vehicle. Demonstration of construction 3D printing technologies to date have include fabrication of housing, construction components, bridges and civil infrastructure, sculptures, etc. So the 3D printing માં બધી રીતે use થાય કે either એક આખું building બની શકે કે either construction components બની શકે. So with the help of the 3D printing, there are a higher the faster construction, lower labor cost, increased complexity. બરાબર કે અમુક વખતે કેવું હોય કે આર્કિટેક્ટ એની ડિઝાઇન આપી દે પણ જે actual world માં possible ના થઈ શકતી હોય તો that kind of the complexity or the kind of the design are possible in the 3D printing, or accuracy, greater integration of function and less waste produce. A number of different approaches have been demonstrated to date on site and off site. Second છે તમારું swarm construction. To develop innovative method in the construction world, Harvard researchers turn to the nature for inspiration, especially termites. Termites can build large structure despite having no central supervision. To do this, termite bring a piece of dirt to the first construction site. If the spot is taken, they simply move to the next spot. The terms project use the same idea of swarm construction, but they use a small robot. These simple, inexpensive drones build structures by following an initial design and putting a block in the next available space until the structure is finished. This means that the swarm needs a little intervention from human after the initial design. The swarms would be ideal for building structures in dangerous places such as those in the space or underwater. They could also do manual work that would be waste a human time. As they are self-guided, they can build structure more efficiently and effectively than humans. Third છે તમારું smart building. At the most fundamental level, smart building deliver useful building services that make occupants provide productive, illumination, thermal comfort, air quality, physical security, sanitation, and many more at the lowest cost and environmental impact over the building life cycle. Reaching this vision requiring adding intelligence from the beginning of the design phase through the end of the building useful life. Smart building use information technology during the operation to connect a variety of subsystems which typically operate independently so that the system can share information to optimize total building performances. Smart buildings look beyond the building equipment within their four walls. They are connected and responsive to the smart power grid, and they interact with building operators and occupants to empower them with a new level of visibility and actionable information. બરાબર. So smart building kind of એક જે તમારા જે occupants છે એને productive services provide કરી શકે, like thermal comfort છે, air quality છે, physical safety security છે, sanitation છે, and many more, illumination છે, બરાબર, lighting effect છે કે તમે ઘણી વખતે જોયું હશે કે અમુક વખતે તમે જાઓ તો ડે ટાઈમ નાઇટ ટાઈમમાં કઈ લાઇટિંગ ફીચર બદલાઈ જાય, સ્માર્ટ લાઇટ્સ જાય રહી છે બરાબર કે તમે કોઈ રૂમમાં એન્ટર થાવ તો ઓટોમેટિક સેન્સ થઈ અને તમારી લાઇટો ઓન થઈ જાય બરાબર. So that's kind of the smart building. Smart building look beyond the building equipments within their four walls. They are connected and responsive to the smart power grid, and they interact with building operators and occupants to empower them with a new level of visibility and actionable information. એના પછી the enabled by technology, this smart building connect the structure itself to function it exists to fulfill. The connecting the building system, connecting people and technology, connecting to the bottom line, connecting to the global environment, connecting to the smart power grid, and the connecting to the intelligent future. Smart buildings go far beyond saving energy and contributing to the sustainability goal. They extend capital equipment life and also impact the security and safety of all resources, both human and the capital. They enable innovation by creating a platform for accessible information. They turn building into the virtual power generation by allowing operators to shed electric loads and sell their megawatts into the market. They are the key component of the future where information technology and human ingenuity combine to produce the robust, low carbon economy and niche for the future. Smart cities. A smart city is an urban development vision to integrate information and the communication technology and Internet of Things technology in a secure fashion to manage a city asset. These assets include local departments, information systems, school, library, transportation system, hospitals, power plants, water supply networks, waste management, law enforcement, and other community services. A smart city is prompted to use urban informatics and technology to improve the efficiency of the services. ICT allows city officials to interact directly with the community and the city infrastructure and to monitor what is happening in the city, how the city is evolving, and how to enable a better quality of life through the use of sensors integrated with a real-time monitoring system. monitoring system. Data is collected from citizens and devices, then proposed and analyzed. The information and knowledge gathered are key for tackling inefficiency. Information and communication technology is used to enhance the quality, performance, and interactivity of urban services, to reduce the cost and resources consumption, and to improve contact between citizen and government. Smart cities application are developed to manage urban flows and allow for the real-time responses. A smart city may therefore be more prepared to respond to challenge than one with a simple transactional relationship with its citizen. Yet the term itself remains unclear to its specifies and therefore open to many interpretation. The next is the vertical cities. According to the projection from the United Nations, there will be over 9.6 billion people on Earth by 2050. That's a 2.3 billion more people than we have today. Also, it is estimated that the 75% of the world population will live in the cities, compounding our problems with the lack of space in our cities. One way to overcome that problem is to construct a vertical cities. There are already a few proposed vertical cities to be built in the Sahara, the United Arab Emirates, and the China. This vertical cities would be giant building that would provide residence, workplace, and the shopping. The next is an intelligent transport system. Intelligent transport system is the application of sensing, analyzing, control, and the communication technologies to ground transportation in order to improve the safety, mobility, and the efficiency. ITS includes a wide range of applications that process and share information to ease congestion, improve traffic management, minimize the environmental impact, and increase the benefits of the transportation to commercially use at the public in the general. ITS is having a significant effect on the transportation in applications such as the electronic toll collection, RAM meters, traffic light cameras, traffic signal coordinations, transit signal priority, and the traveler information system. The adoption of ITS is expected to increase in applications such as a fleet monitoring, tolling management, ticket management, transportation pricing, and the traffic monitoring. Key beneficiaries of ITS safety improvements as well as the availability of real-time information and analytics are travelers, businesses, and the transportation agencies. Data from the ITS also have a homeland security application. The smart concrete, it is a permeable concrete. Most concrete allows some water to soak into the ground, but only about 300 millimeters of water gets through per hour. Top mix can allow 3600 36,000 millimeters of water through the per hour, which is about 3,300 liter per minute. When an area start to flood, there aren't enough places for the water to drain. This become worse in urban areas because there is a less soil to absorb the water. To reduce the flooding, this permeable concrete can be used instead of using sand like most concrete. Permeable concrete makes its product with pieces of the crushed granite that are packed together. Water drains through these pieces of granite, where it can be absorbed into the ground, routed to a sewage system, or collected in the water reserve. Besides reducing the chance of flooding, top mix keeps the streets drier, which makes them safer. Also, the water can be routed to a reservoir for a reuse in any number of waves. The self-healing concrete. Self-healing is characterized by regaining performance after a defect occurs. Damage targeted in a bacterial-based self-healing concrete particularly relates to increased durability and the leakage prevention and extending service life of concrete structure. John Kerr introduced a two-component healing agent to be added to the concrete mixture consisting of a bacteria and the mineral precursor compound. Upon cracking, the system is activated by the ingress water. Bacteria convert the mineral precursor compound into the mineral calcium carbonate, better known as a limestone. Precipitation of the limestone on the cracked surface enables sealing and plugging of the cracks, making the matrix less accessible to water and other deleterious materials. The nanotechnology is enabling technology that in opening a new world of material functionalities and performances, but it is also opening a new possibility in construction sustainability. On one hand, it could lead to a better use of natural resources, obtaining a specific characteristic or a property with minor material uses. It can also help to solve some problems related to the energy in building or water treatment, to mention only a few matters. Nanotechnology is an enabling technology that allows us to develop materials with improved or totally new properties. The construction business will inevitably be a beneficiary of this nanotechnology. In fact, it already is in the field of concrete, steel, and the glass. Concrete is stronger, more durable, and more easily placed. Steel tougher, and glass self-cleaning, increasing Increased strength and durability are also a part of the drive to reduce the environmental footprint of the built environment by the efficient use of resources. This is achieved both prior to the construction process by a reduction in pollution during the production of materials, and also in service through efficient use of energy due to advancement in insulation. Okay, so next topic is housing and infrastructure. See, આપણે next lecture માં discuss કરીશું. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding that, just a moment. So if you have any doubts regarding this, just kindly drop a message, and we will discussing both your problems or your concern. Okay, so see you in the next lecture. Thank you.